Hello everyone, this is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play The Curse of Monkey Island. Now, as you can see, we still have the salty pirate suffering a bit here, but I'm not going to wait until he turns blue.
How did you do that?
Oh, it was nothing really. Just sudden pressure applied below the sternum to expel a foreign object from the windpipe.
That's amazing. I owe you my life. From now on.
Yes?
From now on, that will be known as the Threepwood Maneuver. Nah.
Now here's a good question. How did he know my name when I haven't introduced myself to him yet? Okay, I guess he could have overheard me talking to the other pirates, but it doesn't matter because now we have a hair-covered jawbreaker.
It's only got a little bit of spit and hair on it. Ugh, gross. It's got someone else's spit and hair all over it.
Well, let us talk to the salty pirate.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
So,
it's good to meet you, Mr.
Bill.
Bill? That's your pirate name, Bill?
Cutthroat Bill.
Oh, I see. Well, that puts a whole new spin on it, doesn't it?
Don't ask him for a shave. But yes, Cutthroat Bill here is voiced by an actor named Greg Berger, who, if you watch a lot of cartoons, you've probably heard him. He mostly is famous for voicing Jack Webb-style police officers. You can hear that a little bit in Bill's voice. He's also the voice of Corn-Fed Pig, the detective character on Duckman, a highly underrated 90s cartoon I highly recommend tracking down. And he was also, surprisingly enough, the voice of Odie the dog in the original and new wave of Garfield cartoons. Yeah. Anyway. How'd you break into the hairstyling industry, Cutthroat Bill?
How'd you break into the hairstyling industry?
I saw an ad to join a barbershop quartet. Got a problem with that?
No, that must be very rewarding work.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me? Just that, you know, cutting hair and singing must be just a lot of fun.
It's like a party every day. Some days I just don't know how to contain my joy. I get giddy, and the laughter bubbles out of me like a sparkling fountain of mirth and gaiety.
Okay, new topic.
I like him!
You really enjoy being a barber?
It's a steady income.
You really enjoy being a barber?
It's a steady income.
Okay, we probably won't get any more silly responses from him.
Pirate stories. Got any?
Okay, here's a story. I started out as a crewman on the raging tightwad, sailing out of Puerto Pollo. The captain was a master treasure hunter, a diviner from some ancient secret society. He had some weird fifth sense when it came to finding objects of value.
Don't you mean sixth sense?
No. By some cruel trick of nature, he was born without taste buds. But his other senses took over and gave him an uncanny ability to find treasure. We left port without a map, guided only by the captain's keen senses. We spent the first week going around in circles, until we realized the crew's gold earrings were throwing the captain off. After we tossed all our jewelry, gold coins, and belt buckles overboard, we got back on course.
Did you ever find any treasure?
We sailed for 2 years, and had finally started back to Plunder Island. But just as we started to doubt him, he paid off. We found sunken treasure right off the coast.
Wait a second. Was it an enormous pile of jewelry and gold coins and belt buckles at the bottom of the bay?
Exactly. How did you know that?
I just had a feeling. Do you know any more pirate stories?
Want the story about how I slit the throat of the annoying little pirate who kept asking me questions?
Is something troubling you?
Alright.
Are you ever going back to pirating?
Maybe. Someday. If I find the right captain.
Perfect. I'll be your captain. Onward to Blood Island and high adventure. Wanna come?
You, a captain? Hardly.
I'm the mighty pirate who defeated LeChuck.
And what do you have to show for it?
I've got a ton of cool stories.
Treasure? Immense mounds of gold and diamonds? Solid gold scepters of power? Anything?
Well, I've got these nickels.
Wooden?
Yeah.
Some treasure hunter you are. You couldn't find gold in a jewelry shop.
I bet I could find gold on this very island.
How much would you bet?
Well, I've got these nickels.
Right. Come back when you have some real treasure to show me.
It's been a pleasure. Bye.
Now, ironically, Bill has given us just the thing we need to find gold on this island, because you might recall, and I'm just going in here because it's a nice quick way to get around, because neat little thing is that if you have an exit, you can double click on it to automatically go there. Unfortunately, the trick doesn't work going here, because you'll remember that Captain Blondebeard had a nice gold tooth, and he talked about how much he loves crunchy things. Like, for instance, a jawbreaker.
Would you like this jawbreaker?
Thanks to ye. Ouch! I think I loosed me gold tooth. I knew sweets were being bad for me teeth, but it had a fine crunch and were a fiesta of flavor. From now on, I'll be sticking to fleshier foodstuffs. Something chewy. Well, there I go again. This old salt's got a craving for something to squish between me teeth.
Well, how very fortunate, then, that we just happen to have some of this gum.
Would you like some gum?
Thanks. This is really good steak-flavored gum. It gets you here, and it gets you right here.
Yeah, it looks like his tooth is inside the bubble. Just had to burst his
Why,
bubble.
you little scamp. That's quite a funny trick you've played on old Captain Blondebeard.
So, just simply walk out with the tooth.
Hey! Where do you think you be going in such a hurry? I don't suppose you know where me missing gold tooth be.
No?
Then what do you call that then?
Oh, that. I thought it was a rock in my shoe. I was gonna take it outside.
Sure you was. Give it back.
Alright.
More gum? Well, it looks like you swallowed the last piece I gave you.
Thanks.
Yep. Thankfully, we can keep doing this. And while he may be suspicious, he still doesn't move to go pick up his own tooth himself.
Popped me bubble, did you? You caught me again.
So now we've got a trick of our own. Because we've already got our own gum from earlier.
The gold tooth is in the gum.
So now, we could blow our own bubble, but that wouldn't really help us, unless we were to fill our lungs with something a little bit lighter than air first. And there it goes, right out the window.
Cool.
And long as we're here, something I'd like to do just for giggles. We got that ventriloquism book.
What was that?
It is I, the spirit of El Pollo Diablo.
Back! Back, you foul demon!
Just kidding.
Why, you little scamp.
Waiter, what's this metatarsal doing in my soup?
Well, that wasn't much of a gag, but enough of
Wait
this.
1 second. Do you have me gold tooth?
No.
Let me see.
And check all
You
the
don't
drinks.
have it? Darn, I'll have to order a new one.
I wonder where that tooth fell.
Well, from the sound of it, it went into the gutter and then the mud puddle. Oh, if only we had some way of managing to sift through that. Like, say, the method used by many a gold miner in the future. Well, future from us.
Hey, it's the gold tooth.
Alright, let's go ahead and show that to Bill.
Check this out.
Is that real gold? I guess you can find treasure.
So, you'll join my crew?
Sure, as long as my partners will join too.
Well, I got my whole crew.
Yep. 1 out of 3. Now we just need to find ourselves a map. And ahaha.
A barrel of grog and a chicken. Look at all this stuff, mate. Oh, that must have been some battle. Let's pull up anchor and make for Skull Island. King Andre will pay through the nose for all this loot.
Wait a minute. There's something else. It's some kind of footwear. Hey, those are nice boots. But they're still hot. Ow, 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 ow.
Dun dun dun. But yes, 1 item down. Now we just need to find a map and a ship. And I think we'll go ahead and check out the Brimstone Beach Club because now we have a membership card. Somebody else's membership card, but they don't know that.
Excuse me.
Yes, you filthy little man.
My card.
Let me see that. Oh no! In the name of all things clean, you've got a membership.
Yes. And I think I'll just take one of your fluffy clean towels and enjoy a nice relaxing stroll down your beach.
No! You mustn't!
I must. And perhaps I'll sunbathe nude.
Sweet mother of pearl, no! Now that I think about it, it is nice out on the far end of the beach. You should go there. You should go there now.
May I please have some of your oil?
That oil is solely for the use of the fry station technician.
Nothing makes a day on the beach like a generous helping of greasy, deep-fried food. Oh, Cabana Boy.
Yes.
It's quite hot. Put your towel and mop my brow, would you?
Can I have another look at that card of yours?
Actually, the towels are right here. I'll just help myself.
Alright, well, guess we'll have to grab that oil later.
Nice fluffy towel. I'll just take one more.
Okay, so we now have 3 towels. And you know, I like to have my towels nice and cool when I'm on the beach.
The towels are all wet now.
Now there is method to my madness. There's a reason they call it Brimstone
With
Beach.
these holes in my shoes, I'll never get across that hot beach.
Well, unless we happen to have something to make a path. Unfortunately, we can't go grab the bucket in the sand there.
Wow, what a hot beach. Ah, Capishu.
Another little gag is that every time Guybrush would say "ouch" now, he'll instead say the native word for the for "ouch," though, because we read that sign earlier.
Nice fluffy towel. I'll just take one more.
And we'll just try that once more. Didn't realize that little part was timed.
The towels are all wet now.
Okay, let's try that again. And this time, no lollygagging.
Whew. He's incredibly pale.
Let's talk to him.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Very nice to meet you, Mr. Threewood. I am Pálido Domingo. I am so glad you're here.
Finally, someone on this island with some manners.
If my drink needs refreshing, take it away and bring me another.
I don't think you understand. I'm a mighty pirate.
I'm sorry, babe. I really sincerely am. Perhaps I didn't use the magic word. Take this drink away and bring me another. Now!
All right, then.
See you around.
Don't think we're going to get anything useful from him until we get that drink. But thankfully, it looks like we've got a way back. Now, doubtlessly, the command boy is going to give us a hard time. But I think I know a place where we can actually get a drink. Now, let's see if we can do a little quick change here.
Look, a three-headed monkey.
Oh boy, oh boy. Gee willikers, is this gonna be swell? Hey! Just because you're a grown-up doesn't mean you can waste my time.
And it is a running gag in the Monkey Island games that you can try and distract people by telling them, look behind you, a three-headed monkey. Occasionally, there really is.
Give me some more lemonade, you little chiseler.
That'll be a nickel.
That was as refreshing as morning dew.
Hey! How did you drink all the lemonade? You switched mugs on me, you cheat. I hope you're happy. You put a budding young entrepreneur out of business.
Nice little eyebrow wiggle there. But now, we have a pitcher.
I don't need it anymore.
Oh, you're an adventure game character. You always grab stuff in the name of kleptomania. Speaking of which...
It's full of dye now. Oh, Cabana Boy. Tell me more about my membership benefits.
The Brimstone Beach Country Club in Smorgy is the exclusive resort hideaway for only the most discerning pirates and their families. Here you'll be pampered by a courteous staff, always eager to meet your every need. Whether it be recommending a keel-hauling class, finding a fourth for bridge, or giving a golf lesson on our award-winning course designed by Pegleg Malloy. Free valet ship parking included.
Ugh, no. It looks like some of those are older than I am. Ugh, no. It looks like some of those are older than I am. May I please have some of your oil?
That oil is solely for the use of the fry station technician.
Yeah, I have a reason for wanting it.
No.
Let's see. As long as we're here.
If you're trying to bribe me, it's not going to work.
Well, alright.
I'm sorry for being rude. Please feel free to slap me and then feel free to make full use of the club. Don't mind if I do.
Not so fast.
Never mind.
Well, worth a shot.
I don't want to throw my voice there. I am the...
Oh, a ventriloquism act, eh? Give it up, babe. That voice-throwing stuff was passé before Drake beat the Armada.
I doubt he'd want me gone.
Alright, well.
I'm looking for Blood Island. Do you know where it is?
Nope, never heard of it.
That's funny. That guy at the theater told me you booked all his shows there.
Cromwell, I should have known. If I booked that guy in a dinghy, there'd be empty seats.
So you do know how to get to Blood Island.
Yeah. They had a really nice room there, too. The Good Soup Plantation Resort Hotel and Casino. It was the place to go before they moved the shipping lanes. I used to book so many gigs there, I had the map tattooed on my back.
On your back?
All those little yellow sticky notes just kept getting lost.
Oh. Why did you lie and say you didn't know how to get to Blood Island?
I just don't want to say.
What?
It's your face, babe. There, I said it, babe. I hope you can forgive me. I just gotta be honest. I just didn't think you were the right type for Blood Island. That's not some place I picture your career going right now. Let me get you a booking somewhere that's in your league. I can gig you at this little shoe factory in Hoboken.
It's Blood Island or nothing.
That's the way it's gotta be, babe, and that's the way it's gotta be. But you're gonna have to find new representation, okay?
Can I see your map to Blood Island?
You can see it when I roll over to tan my back.
When will that be?
Could be a long time, babe. A very, very long time.
Wow, you're pale.
Look, babe, I haven't been sunbathing for very long, so cut me some slack.
How long have you been out here?
Since November.
I've seen correctional fluids with better color than you.
Yeah, babe, I'm not the tannest cat around. But, as you can see, I'm working on it.
Alright, well.
See you around.
How are we going to get him to roll over? Well, we do just happen to have this bottomless mug.
I've brought you a new mug.
Thanks.
And we got this red dye.
Here's your drink, sir. Look, Palido, you're burning.
Ah! All those months in the sun and my tan is just gonna peel away. I better turn over.
Good idea. I'll never memorize that map. It's far too complex.
Well, that was why I wanted to get the cooking oil, because, well, it'd be just the thing for peeling that off of him, the way he burns. But we'll have to come back and deal with that later. Although I did just have a nice idea. Wrong end. Because I am a hoopy thrud who knows where his towel is.
Nice fluffy towel.
Because the towel has many uses, as we've seen. It's useful for getting across hot
This towel
sand.
is so...
It is also useful
This is an ice-cold wet towel.
for striking at annoying people.
Papa Bishu!
So now, we can grab our cooking oil, no problem. And voila.
I really wish I didn't have to do that.
But we now have
It's the map to Blood Island, peeled off Palado's back. And I think he's fallen asleep.
well, 2 down, 1 more to go. Oh, and finding our missing fiance, of course.
Nice boots, huh?
Sorry.
Hey, what do you know? I really am Big Bone.
Uh-oh. Quiet. Here comes Captain LeChuck.
Avast there, ye lovers! Set sail for my stronghold on Monkey Island. I'll unleash my entire army of the undead. This time, Elaine will be mine. Ah, Elaine. 'Twill be a sweet day in hell when you feel the fiery breath of my kiss on your lips and become my undead bride. And I'll destroy any man who dares get in my way. Suffering sailors, 'tis good to be dead.
Well, you'll note that we do have that little stopper for fixing the rowboat. Longer walk than we normally have on most of these locations here.
Wow, for a homemade rubber plug, that worked very nicely. It won't stay in there.
Well, gee. If only I had some sort of glue. Oh, wait.
The plug is all pasty now. Perfect.
I don't know why they put this little mini game in here, but... And yes, those sharks are distinctly following us.
Either it's a time-honored form of pirate torture, or just a loose board. Looks like a light is on in the captain's cabin. It's my trusty rowboat.
Men on a dead man's... Huh? Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood and I want my girlfriend.
Well, we'll just see how your threats sit with my captain.
You captain?
Yes, Threepwood. You've come aboard the Sea Cucumber. I am Mr. Fossey, the first mate. And my captain? Why, he's the scourge of the 7 seas. The dread pirate, LeChuck.
LeChuck?
Yes, Captain. It's on the table, sir.
LeChuck!
That's right. Captain LeChuck.
Yes, Captain. Just an intruder, sir. And I'm dealing with him. He says you'll be tortured. Choose your punishment. You can either be tarred and feathered, or you can walk the plank.
Feathered sounds good. How about just feathered?
No. So, well, I suppose we'll have to go with walking the plank. We're trying to avoid using the tar and feathers. It's messy, and we need to save the tar for emergency leak repair. What do you say, men? Shall we make him walk the plank? Any last words, Threepwood?
I'll be back to kill you all.
All right, in you go. That's odd. There was no splash.
Splash!
Ah. Well, clearly we are going to need to get rid of the plank.
I don't need the plank.
Oh, come on. We might need a plank.
I don't need the plank. It's a big old sloppy bucket of tar. Nah.
Who's there?
Uh-oh.
Again with the sneaking on board the ship! I don't know how or why you came back on board, but the next time you walk the plank will be your last! What's that, Captain? Candles? Yes, sir. Tar and feathers. I know it's messy, but it's the only torture we have left. Our illustrious captain has declared that you shall be tarred and feathered. That'll learn you.
So what do I do now?
I don't know. We've never done this before. Aren't you humiliated?
I guess so, but no more than usual.
Well, just get lost then.
Well, okay, so now we're stuck, covered in feathers, in the traditional form of humiliation.
El Pollo Diablo! At last, one of my demonic brethren come to set me free!
Oh, brother.
Come, release me, so that I might run free alongside you as we terrorize the mortals of this island.
I'm out of here.
Wait! Don't leave!
Yeah, that's a little bit of a hint as to where we're supposed to go next, as if it weren't obvious. And unfortunately there's nobody around here, but we can see how everybody else will respond to, you know, the giant chicken man. Or we could, if I hadn't already run most of them off, because Kenny will just laugh at you. I'm not sure how the actors respond.
It's El Pollo Diablo! Kill him!
Uh-oh.
And I think your buddies at the Barbary Coast will just laugh at you.
It's El Pollo Diablo! The demon chicken! We don't serve your kind here. Beat it! Get me the scissors! Eviscerate him! He'll regret ever setting claws in this place. I want the neck!
Or not so much. Well, yeah, I guess it's just Kenny that laughs at you. Been a while since I played this, as I said, and I don't remember... I think I did go to see what everybody's response was, because, of course, there is one person on the island who is truly scared to death of a Pollo Diablo coming for him.
Do you have a reservation? Madre de Dios! Es el Pollo Diablo!
¡Ole!
Sí, he dejado en libertad los prisioneros y ahora vengo por ti.
Well, you're not taking me without a fight.
Ugh, this chicken grease washed off all the feathers. Whoops, I better keep quiet.
Absolutely, Captain. I'll get right on it after I have my dinner. What's that, Captain? I eat too much fried chicken. Well, I've just got a weakness for chicken, that's all. I know you don't have any weaknesses, Captain LeChimp. You're an overachiever, a doer. I'm just a tiny little fly.
LeChimp? The captain is an ape? Well, if the captain is an ape, then Mr. Fossey must be...
Aye, aye, Captain! Fresh bananas for the whole crew!
an utter loon.
What's that, Captain? Your parasites are bothering you. Well, of course I'll groom you, sir. You know, sir, finding this gold statue may be just the boost our crew needs. Why, with the riches we get from this, we can get new and better ships and become the terror of the Caribbean.
Okay.
It's Mr. Fossey, the first mate. It's the dread pirate LeChimp. That must be the map to where they've buried Elaine. It's a bowl of fruit.
Ew.
Hey, I wonder how soon these will sprout flies. My favorite, plunder bread. It's some smelly, smelly stuff. It's a carafe of balsamic vinegar. I didn't know corn grew in the tropics. Now that's a lot of cranberries. Looks like mashed potatoes. It's a bowl of bananas. Lovely place setting for a gorilla. A stick of butter. Salt and pepper shakers.
Alright. Well, clearly Mr. Fossey is used to hearing things that aren't there, so I'm thinking best way to manipulate our way out of this.
Mr. Fossey, I've been thinking.
Are you all right, Captain? You sound different.
Don't interrupt.
Sorry, sir.
Maybe it's time we gave up pirating. I mean, take a look around at me, at the rest of the crew. We're all monkeys.
You mean in the Darwinian sense, sir?
No, I mean in the quite literal sense. Have you noticed that the crew is happier swinging from the masts than swabbing the decks? I don't even want to mention what they've been flinging around the ship.
Are you suggesting that I'm not disciplining the crew enough?
No, I'm suggesting that we all give up this charade and go back to the trees. That's the life for a monkey, not sailing the seas for months on end.
Well, if you feel so strongly about it, sir, I suppose I can't argue.
I think our last order of business should be to dig up that statue and...
It'll be tough on the men, sir, but I'll tell them that you think it best.
Okay, but first we should dig up that statue and give it to...
I'll make sure they understand that it's not their fault.
Very good, and then we can dig up that statue and... Okay, never mind then. That must be the map to where they've buried Elaine.
With all eyes open, follow the path to the X. Southeast, northwest, west, south, Well, as long as we're here.
I can't imagine any need for a loaf of plunder bread.
Aw.
I don't want another biscuit. I don't want anything that smelly. No, the corn is all buttery and greasy. I never liked cranberries, and I don't plan to start now. I'm not that interested in mashed potatoes right now.
Aw.
I'm not in the mood for bananas. I think Mr. Fossey is the only guy who can talk to him.
Well, good thing we left that board here. Southeast, northwest, west, south, east, 2 paces northeast, east, southwest, X marks the spot. Well, as for what this might mean, you might recall that we have those lights, those completely anachronistic, I am sober, anachronistic lights over in the theater. So this actually looks like this would correspond to the buttons there. So let's go play around with that a bit. But first, I'm kind of curious to try something out, since we didn't do this earlier.
No, thank you. I'm sick to death of that gum. I don't want that. I'm a vegetarian.
Who knew?
Thank you, but I just brushed my teeth.
The encyclopedia won't help with that. I've got nothing to say. I've got nothing to say. I don't think he'd like that.
Okay. Can't use a ventriloquism book to prank them. But you'll note we can actually hear an audience now. And we can go catch little snippets of the play.
You brute! Henceforth, Caesar! Thank you, thank you.
Oh, I just can't watch.
I can.
Romeo! Romeo! Wherefore art thou treasure? Romeo! So, Juliet, ye be scheming for me treasure. Then parting with your life will be sweet sorrow, and I'll be missing ya.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
I can keep this going all night, Freepwood.
Alas, poor Yorick. Murray! Sorry. Alas, poor Murray. He's disgusting 'cause he's a corpse what ain't got no body. And I mean to eat you all.
This is where I came in.
Woof! Woof! Spot! Ye blasted dog! Get out of me bloomin' garbage! Out! Out, damned Spot! But enough heady drama. Now I'll do some plain speaking. Oops! At this point, Pegleg Guildenstern did go bowling with Hernia. Then, Seaman First Class Hippolyta, who, having a great dispute over who should wear the bonnet, did then spit on Captain John Falstaff. In that time, long ago, Lugubrious, wishing to avoid unsightly blemishes, would not touch Ophelia's best friend, Frida. In that time, long ago, Carol, night janitor of Enroth, was trod on by the Clydesdales owned by Legumbrius.
And I think it's starting to be random at this point.
In that time, long ago, Trombonius, water sealed the drawbridge for that guy, you know, with the teeth.
Alright. I think we've run through enough of those. So let's go play with the lights a bit and see if we can find our ex. And our fiancé. Who is under the X. And a hex.
It smells like something's burning. Must be this shoddy 17th century electrical wiring. Wait a second. Somebody's been monkeying around with these controls.
Okay, I think that's all the lights are on, so let's see. It said southeast, and northwest, west, south, east, northeast twice. Hey, there's Max from Sam and Max. East and southwest.
That's it! That must be where Elaine is buried.
And now, the moment I know you've all been waiting for. How about some amazing juggling? Is this a dagger I see before me? No, it's 3. See how I juggle these knives? At great personal risk to myself, and to you if I slip.
He's a great juggler, but I sure wish he'd get off the stage so I can dig Elaine up.
What do I have that might be useful in getting an actor off the stage in a hurry? Well, I do have this grease.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him. And his 2 pals. Whee!
Drop it! Drop it!
Uh-oh. It looks like he's coming for the cannonballs now.
And now the ultimate Shakespearean delight. The famous cannonball juggling scene from Romeo and Juliet. Whoa! Oops!
And the monkeys are doing the wave.
I'm glad it had a happy ending and he got the girl in the end.
Well, that one monkey seems to be enjoying the empty stage, but I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here because I think after we dig Elaine up, we're going to launch immediately into the opening of Act 2, and I'd like to start with that relatively fresh, so thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then, take care.